Hi, this is Jody, and today we are going to work on a little bit of Across the Blue Bridge. So I have glued in the pages, and I have put on a coffee sleeve pocket. I did these off camera, I think I did. So these are those little sleeves that, you know, goes on your coffee cup. You can get them at your coffee shop. And this one just happens to be plain craft paper. So, and they're just glued together, and then they have, you know, the neat ribbing on the inside. So what I did is I saved a couple thinking that, oh wow, I could use those. So what I did is I ran the bottom of it with my sewing machine to make it into a pocket, and glued it on the front. So this is a coffee cup. Well, you know, what do you call them? Coffee bands. So a coffee cup holder bands pocket. And I put a little bit of lace, and then I just put this to and from that I just had on hand. So now you have a pocket. So that's where we're at. I have already glued in all of the pages into my spine, and then did end papers. So if you see, I did my fabric. So I sewed all of my signatures onto the fabric, and then I glued the whole block into the book. And then I did my end papers so that the pages, you know, the page goes together, and the same thing with the back. So that's where we're at. And so it's a writing journal. You can, you know, there's not a whole lot of room in here to do, you know, your collaging and adding cards and stuff. This is more of a writing journal. This is the purpose of this, because I included lots of writing space and lined papers. I did not like ink this all up, so I'm going to leave that for the new owner. If they want to do that, then, you know, you very well can. So like if these pages, if you wanted to go ink around all the pages and antique it up, you can. So today, I thought let's make a bookmark tassel, okay? So we are going to do this together. And I have in my mind how I want to do it, and I have not made one before, so we're going to do it together. Now for the card, I think I want it bigger. So I want to do a bookmark card, and actually I can do this later, but for the sake of the video, and this actually matches pretty good because there's some green in here and then the rest of the blues. So I want to make a bookmark tassel. So this is too long, we can adjust that later. But what I wanted to do today in the video is to make the tassel. Like I said, I have in my mind how I want to do it. Whether it turns out right is another thing. So, and I think maybe, I'm not sure. I don't want to use green. So I have to choose. So you're going to make we're going to make a tassel that connects to this bookmark. I did not want, this is my thoughts, I did not want to put a hole here, which I don't, or I can't, because my signatures are sewn in. But I feel like a tassel would be kind of neat on here, but I didn't want to make a permanent one. So if we make a tassel that is connected to string, and then say this is the tassel's here. So then you can put it in your book, and then the tassel will hang off of it. So that's my thought, okay? So we're gonna do it together. Like I said, I haven't did one before. So my thought is the bookmark, because I want the string to go over the edge of the book. So maybe I should just cut this off now and be done with it, or maybe I'll make this a pocket bookmark. So let's just do it right now because it's going to drive me nuts. So let's just do it right now. I have misplaced my beautiful bone folder and I can't find out, and I hope I didn't just like, hope it didn't fall into the trash can. So, okay, so my bookmark, we'll make this into a pocket one, but the bookmark is going to sit like down here. So I've got to, I have all these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ribbons and trims and all these goody things. So to make it with, okay, so if my tassel is going to come around here and then hang maybe right here, so that's not very far, okay? So so let's take these and start making our tassel. All right, but I do want to have a length in mind because I don't want to waste all of this ribbon. So if the tassel comes over the edge and starts maybe like right here, I don't think I want it to be, you don't want it to be longer than the book. At least I don't like it that way. So I'm thinking right here, where did my scissors go? So I'm thinking right here, and keep these separated here. Okay, so now I can use this as my cutting. So let's see how long this will be. This looks like 14 inches. So when you fold it in half, it'll be 7 inches. Okay, so we need to make all of our ribbons, all the trims 17 inches. Okay, or approximately. All right. And keep these all separated out. Sometimes I do not like using rickrack because rickrack, this is what happens to rickrack, is when it's bound around the cardboard, it stays that way. So I'm just trying to train it to go the other way. So, okay. You can angle cut them. I'm just going to start making a pile here because on this side, so I can keep everything straight here. This is beautiful satin ribbon. So, 14. All right. Here's some more satin ribbon. Actually, I'm gonna cut this off a little nicer. Whoops. All right, let's do a nice straight edge and then do a little bit better job of an angle. There we go. All right. And we'll see how this looks. Okay, just keep going. Here's some yarn. Here's some pretty, really tiny blue sheer. Now, all of these, has this got a wire in it? Oh, it's got a wire in it. Okay, so let's take this wire out. I will show you how to do that. Let me zoom in a tad. I'm sorry. Okay, so this has some wire in it, and just poke it till it comes through. And you can do this on any wire ribbon and make it a non-wire ribbon. So see, there's a little, let me get a piece of paper so you can see better here. Here, let's do this. So you can see the tiny ribbon, or the tiny little metal wire that's in there. So just take a needle nose pliers. Okay. And then just grab a hold of it and then pull. And there you go. All of that wire just came out. I mean, you can save it, throw it away, do whatever you want. This feels like there's some on this side too. Yep, it's right there. I'm gonna do the same thing. Grab a hold of it and then just pull it out. There. So now I have a nice, beautiful satin ribbon. I'm going to trim that up there. And this might just exactly be 14. All right. Okay, so I must have some glue on there. All right, there's that piece. Okay, we have a shorty here, so darn, I need to get another piece of lace because I definitely want to have some lace, crocheted type lace. So I have to get another piece of that. All right. There's 14 on that one. Okay, another one, kind of like that really pretty eyelash ribbon. Here's some navy blue, real thin navy blue. Okay, here's some thin, like baby blue. Oops. This one wants to curl back. Okay. Oh, that's a shorty too. That was some, now this might be my tying ribbon, so I want to hold on to that a moment. Okay, here's some green. And you make this as fluffy as you want. You can do as many as you want. Here's some like beautiful crocheted, like it's almost like a yarn, but it's like crocheted. Really pretty. It's got sparkles and stuff on it. It's really neat. Matter of fact, I like that so much. Let's do 2 of that. I like that a lot. Okay, here's some more of that rickrack. This is a kind of like a fat rickrack. And cut it at 14. Okay. All right, now again here, see, this is like sari silk. So I'm going to have to iron this because I don't want this to be all like this. Okay, and here is the same thing. Here's another one that has all these curves in it. And then here's another one that has curves. So I am going to come back in a minute. I'm gonna go iron these and then I'll be right back, okay? Okay, I'm back. So I ironed these sari silks, so now they don't have those big old crinkles in them. Okay, so I've got that. So I have, let me just show you my pile here. Okay, so here's my whole pile. And I grabbed a couple more things that I saw while I was looking for my lace trim. So now I have pretty vintage lace trim. Actually, all these trims are used, not used, thrifted, you know, vintage. Some of it's like a Dollar Tree maybe, but other than that, I don't usually buy any of them. I usually just get them at the thrift stores or, you know, garage sales. Okay, so now we have this here. I do have this really pretty fabric trim, and I thought about, it's really pretty. I thought about seeing if I can cut this and tear it. Oh my gosh, I can. Yay. Oh, I love these vintage fabric trim, or fabric ribbon. Okay, so, all right, so I wonder if I could tear it one more time to make a nice thin one. Let's see if I can. Oh. There's just something about that noise too. All right. And it has beautiful little blue flowers with other purple little flowers. So let's tear this and see what happens. All right. There, now I have 4 of these ribbons, and I need to go shut my door real quick. Okay. All right, so I thrifted this, either at a garage sale or thrift store. This is fabric, I don't know, fabric ribbon. It's just like they took fabric and put some, like, maybe a little bit of starch in it, and then cut it and put it on a roll. You can tell a machine cut it because it's got, you know, edging here. But I love this stuff. I have several rolls of it. And look, you can tear it, and it gives you that really, you know, rugged look. So let's take one of these and add it to our pile here. So now we have a piece of fabric trim. Actually, we could probably do 2. Yep, look at that. We can do 2 of them. All right. So now I have to get my thoughts going, and I think I want to use one of these as the tie to the card. What do I do with the card? Okay. So, oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh. How did I match this up? So if you notice, this ribbon, fabric ribbon that I just tore, has little green leaves on it with the blue flowers. The blue flowers are probably on this one, so actually I could use this piece because it's like matching. It's like pairing up this green card with this blue tassel that we're doing, because here's the blue flower and the oh, this is just perfect. Okay, I love it when things work out like that. All right, so I have to think this through in my mind. I'm not very good at doing a video in in talking through it. So I have to think about how I want to do this, because I want it to be one cohesive cohesive thing here. So this is my card. I want the ribbon to go from the card to here, but I want to do a hidden knot. So okay, so I think this is how I do it. Okay, I think I'm getting somewhere here. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab all, oh, and I found these. I found this like pom-pom. It's like a pom-pom trim on a ribbon or on a yarn like. So one thing I want to notice is that this trim, this satin, is really wide. So I kind of want to fold it in half inside the pile, okay? All right, so going to do that. I'm going to take my long blue trim. Let's just hope this all works out together here. So here is my longer, here is my longer piece. I'm trying to find the middle. Okay, so I think I have my middle. Okay, if you're following along, okay, so here, and you can adjust these, you know, strings. Like if one is a little shorter than the other, you can pull it through or whatever. So I am just going to do this, and I'm going to make a knot and tie it off. Okay, this is probably a little easier with trying to do this with, you know. Okay, so I got a twist in it here. I don't want it twisted up too bad. Okay, so I'm trying to keep my strings the same. Okay, so I'm gonna double knot it. I'm gonna pull it really tight. And I'm gonna do a double knot. Okay. All right, so now I have my ribbon, my tassel. Okay. Just find the middle here. Okay, so here we go. So that you understand where we're at so far. So all I've did is cut my ribbons to 14 inches because I want a 7-inch tassel. I took my fabric ribbon or whatever you're going to use and found the center. It's raveling there. Found the center and made a double knot and made it pretty tight. Okay, so this is where we're at here. Now, okay. This is where that thick satin ribbon, there we go. See, I don't like it when it's the whole thing. Okay, so now, it's like that. Okay, now I need to take, okay, let me think this through a second here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now I need to make my tassel, the neck part of the tassel. So okay, just trying to straighten it all out. It's like combing hair, right? See, this one's really short and that other one is really long, so I need to pull it through a little. See, because I might have to get this a little wet, or maybe I can try to do some heat on it. Not sure. I might be able to take my curling iron I have an old curling iron, a flat iron, and just run across it. But I want this to stay nice. So see how this one's a lot longer, so I want to pull this one a little bit through, a little bit more, so it's a little even. More even, I should say. Okay, this one a little bit. Because once I put this, the neck around it, we're probably not going to be able to move that stuff. There's another raveling I want to cut off. Okay. Alright, so here's my top. Okay, here's all my ribbon. Just kind of combing it out with my hand here. And then I want a certain, you know, look to it, because I don't want the same thing on okay, so got it all combed out here. All right, now I need to take, actually I want to do it this way because I'm going to do it with my right hand. Okay, so now I've got it all straightened out how I like it, because this gives me a pretty good look. Okay, now do I want, now by the neck I'm saying is the part that is going to do this, you know, this. So do I want a white neck? Do I want a tiny blue one? Do I want, you know, a tiny, really tiny blue one? No, I think I'm going to stick with, well, I do have this one here too. Nope, I don't like that. Let's see. I have this white, which is not in here. This white. I also have this piece. Ooh, I think I like that. I'm not sure if it's long enough to do a hidden one. So let's take a look here, but I like that. This is a piece of embroidery, or not embroidery, upholstery. This piece is too long or short there. Okay. So, yeah, I don't think that's going to be long enough to do a hidden one, because the hidden one I have to go like this. Sorry. You have to come up like this. Go around. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be long enough. So, yeah, I don't think that's going to be long enough. So, I think I better do the white one. I think I'll just do white. Okay, so all right. Let me think of how I want to do this here a second. Okay, so I'm going to take it and make a tail. loop here. Nope, this way. Let's do it this way. Make a loop. And then go around as many times as I can. Better. Sorry about that. Whoops. Okay. Go around. Go, whoops, without getting those in there. Okay. Now I want a nice seamless one. Okay. All right. Go through the hole, and then I'm going to pull this up. Underneath. Okay, and then I'm going to cut off this part so we can't see it. Save your little scraps. Okay. Whoops. Sorry about that. Tie there. All right. And then bring that up underneath. Cut that off. And push that back up underneath there. That was supposed to go underneath, it didn't work. There we go. Alright. I got such a thin ribbon, but there we go. Okay, so now we've got that hidden. Okay. All right. And then you can just take your bone folder and just make sure that tab is underneath there. Okay, so now, and there's that one. Oh, and another little ravel. Okay, so now now you can kind of pull down on some of your stuff. Some of it that's too long or not enough. Okay. Kind of pull it out. And see, I don't like this thick one in there. You know what? I'm going to take it out because I don't like it. I don't like how thick this is, so I'm actually just going to oops, I don't want to cut the other ribbons. I'm going to cut him off and then pull him out. I do not, it's just too thick, and I don't like how he, I don't want to say he, how it overpowers everything else in the tassel. So I'm just kind of trying to be careful and just pull him out a little bit, because I do not like it. Sam, I am. Okay, so pulling him out. See, he just overbears everything else in there. He's too thick. Okay. Let's pull him out. Now that he's all wrapped up in all the other ones. There we go. And then now I should just be able to pull them out. Okay. It's a beautiful ribbon, but too much. Oh, there. See, that is much better. So now I just gotta straighten all my string now. See, like this one's way too long. Okay. There. I definitely like that better. Okay. And I'm kind of a neat freak, so if I see some that are way longer than the other, then it'll bug me. So I like it to look just right. But you can be as picky as you want. Okay. All right. I like that better. Okay, and just pull on him a little bit. And this one a little bit more. There we go. Well, there's just such beautiful ribbons in here. Okay, there. There's my pom-pom trim. My shear is okay. I could cut this and, you know, make it into two, which I can. Just carefully cut it like it's, you know, like you're making two ribbons out of it. And it'll just fall better. There, see, now it kind of, now looks like there's two of them. So, all right. So now we've got that. Wonderful. Okay, I feel better with this out of there because this was just too thick. Okay, so now here's our tassel. All right, now let's figure out the rest of it. Okay, so it's going to hang here and then into the book. So and let's see, how do I want to do that? So I got two strings. I think I might make two of these and glue them together. You know, or do another one on the back side. Oh, that one's too small. Here we go. So here's a white one. Oh, that's still a little too small. I'll have to cut another one because I don't have another one handy. So I pre-cut a whole bunch of these. You know, just when I'm sitting around or whatever, I do a whole bunch. I could do this one. I could do this one. And then it would be, it's like a pocket on the other side. I don't want to do pink. It's got to be wide though. So I just make a whole bunch up of these. Oh, these are different ones. That's a much. This is a vintage paper, although I could put that on the back. Might just cut another one and then I'll be done with it. So I kind of like that one too, but all right, I need to strengthen this one up before we go any farther. So here's our pretty tassel. And so I'm going to come back in a little bit here. I have to go cut some more and look for this paper in ordinary to strengthen this. I want this to be a really heavy, durable bookmark, and then we'll attach our tassel to that. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, I am back. I reinforced this card. So I just punched out, out of cardstock. Where did I put it? So just, I had a piece of 8.5 by 11 white cardstock. And so I just measured the distance from here. And then this is a tag punch. And it makes 1.5 to 2.5, but I found you can make bigger punches than that. See, this goes past those ridges. So what it does is it makes a little stick up there because it doesn't punch all the way if you want to make a wider tag. So you can make, here, let me show you. Where's that little piece of scrap that I had? So here is a wider piece than what this is. So you would stick it in there, punch it out. Okay, so this is what happens is it leaves you these tabs. So you just cut them off and then you can make a larger tag. There you go. So see, then you can make a larger tag. You just cut that neck off there. So, so that is how I did this. So I just took a piece of white cardstock and then put it on the back. And then this is a book page that I tore out of this book. It was this page that I didn't use in here. I don't have my inker down here, but you can ink all this up and do the edges and make it all vintagey if you want. And then so this made a pocket and then I sewed around it. Okay, so now this is my bookmark. I may stamp something on here. I do have the first page of the book across the blue bridge, although the words won't fit, so maybe I can find the words somewhere else in there. I thought about putting a doily here, but then you're adding bulk to the book, so just remember that. Okay, so now I'm ready to tie on this wonderful tassel that I made. So let's work on this a little bit and we'll finish this up. Okay, so if your bookmark sits here like towards the end of the book, and then just practice where that will come out. So see, that would fall about right there. And I think that's pretty good. I don't want it to hang down too much lower because I don't want it to hang past, the edge of the book. This one's a little long, so I'm going to pull this through a little bit if I can tug at it. Yep. Okay, so there, I think I have my distance. So let's put that back over the side. And so this is about where I want it. All right. So now I just gotta decide how I want to do my tie off. Oh, let's see. I really, well, not sure. So maybe, oops, I got a bunch of ravelings here. Let's trim these off so they don't get stuck. All right. My flowers are not showing up, so the ribbon is like inside out. So I need to flip that around because I want the really pretty flowers to show. So see here, so I want to make sure my flowers are okay. So let's do this here. There we go. There, so I want my pretty florals to show through there. Okay, so now let's put it back through there. There we go, much better. So now my pretty blue flowers show. I think I had about an inch hanging off the edge. Nope, see that's too long or too short. So I'm gonna go a little bit farther. So I want it to hang off like that. There we go. Okay, oops, getting all this other stuff in the way. All right, so let's make the knot now. So I want to do something pretty here. I really didn't want to make a knot, but let's see if I can do this without messing up the prettiness of it. So take that on through. Okay. All right, let's try it on for size one more time. Okay, perfect. So see how that falls just, you know, right, you don't want it way up here, you know, so it's like this. You want it to, you know, lay down on the side of the book. Okay, so now we've got our distance. Whoops. All right, so now I just need to decide whether or not to cut this off. I might just glue it here, put some glue to affix this, because I really don't want to add a big bulky bow because this is thicker ribbon, but let's try it. Let's see what happens here and just see if a bow would look good. Oh, I know it would look good, but I just don't want to add a bunch of bulk to it. So let's see if I can flip this over so I can get my nice blue flowers to show on this loop here. There we go. All right, so whoops, that one. There we go. Okay. A little bit too big of a bow. I just want a small one. There we go. All right, so I'm going to cut that off. Cut that one off. That's my sewing tails there. Okay, so now we have a nice bow on there. All right, so now we have our tassel a bookmark. So you put your bookmark in here, and then your tassel hangs off the edge. All right, so there we are so far. I just love how this tassel's turned out. It was pretty. And I got some lace, and oh, I have to iron this out a little bit, this one, so it lays nice, because I do like this little fuzzy balls on there. And yep, so I just think these match pretty good with the book. Okay, so now we have that done. And then, so there is that. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do much else to this book because I want to, you know, leave it up to the new owner. So, yeah, I think we'll do a final flip through next, and we'll go from there. All right, thanks for watching. All right, bye.